Well, time now to talk about a new movie made right here in Michigan that will have a special screening tomorrow at the Redford Theatre. The star and director Bob Shakini grew up in Redford, and as I mentioned, star and director, so he had to wear a couple of hats. Thank you so much for coming by.
It's great to be here, Jeff. Thank you so much for having us.
This is great. This is a Michigan story. Let me ask you first, how did you find this story? It's an amazing, fantastic story, but you got to find it first. How did you come across it?
Actually, the story found me.
Good.
There's a Muskegon native named Roger Rappaport, who's a book publisher. He found the rights to the book, published it, decided he wanted to make his first movie ever. He tracked me down, and that's how the ball got rolling.
Well, Bob, let's talk a little bit about this movie, because it's about Steve Faulkner, who was laid off from his job, and then he kind of bonds with his son as they make this 1,000-mile canoe trip.
Yeah. It's a father-son bonding picture, just as you said. It's a true story, and the original trip was Marquette and Joliet's exploration route, which was
oh, really?
Yeah, all the way from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan to the Mississippi River and all the way down to the mouth of the Arkansas. Steve and Justin decided to recreate that trip. So they were the first people since 1673 to redo that trip.
Really?
Yeah, so father and son in a canoe, not much training, from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, across the northern shore of Lake Michigan into Green Bay. They paddled south, paddling up the Fox River, down to Wisconsin, to the mouth of the Mississippi River, all the way to St. Louis. It was a grueling journey.
Oh, Bob, I have so many questions. I know that you play Steve Faulkner in this movie, so did you film all the water scenes here? Did you actually go the route? How did that transpire?
We shot it all on location,
really?
Jeff. Yeah,
really?
The whole thing. Yeah, we went up to the Upper Peninsula, across the northern shore of Lake Michigan.
You got in shape, I bet, paddling all that.
I did, yeah. I was in great shape at the end of that. And it was a great journey, especially being from Michigan and, you know, memories of going up north and, you know, visiting the lakes and streams and rivers. It was great fun. And,
I think those movies that are true to life are really the best. I mean, you get the emotion in this movie. Let's talk a little bit about where this takes off, because Steve Faulkner was laid off. Does it start there? Does it start during the journey? Where's the movie start?
Yeah, he's a newspaper man, and it starts with him getting laid off from his job just after winning an award. And he was also taking night classes to get his master's degree in creative writing. He always wanted to be a writer and a teacher. And his son had the idea, you know, let's take this canoe trip. And he's talked his dad into it by suggesting that he could write a book about it.
Yeah.
And that's how the whole thing got started.
And who knows how it ends up like this, but isn't that great how it ends up being a Michigan-made movie?
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
And it's pure Michigan. It's the producer, the writer, the director of photography is Bruce Shermer, Redford native.
Let's get out that information. The screening of Waterwalk is tomorrow at 8 p.m. at the Redford Theatre. I understand you're going to be there to take some Q&A afterwards, and we thank you so much for joining us here at 7 Action News Midday. Best of luck to you.
Thanks, Jeff. You too. Thank you.